You ready to get into it?
Oh yeah, man. I'm excited.
Right. Yeah, I know you saw the trailer for The Matrix.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, right?
I was a little disappointed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I so Lawrence Fishburne is not in it.
No.
So that was my first like what?
Yeah.
Like that, that's I don't know. And then after seeing it, like I guess it's a new style. Like it doesn't look like the other three Matrix.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this is new. This is like I think, and then I don't know how Trinity is back. Like Trinity's back, you know, Neo's back. So
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'm like, all right, I guess you couldn't have Matrix without Neo, but you know what I mean. You can't have it without Neo. So I thought he would be, but it was because, and then he has the John Wick look. I didn't like that. I didn't like the John Wick look. I was like, what?
Yeah, I
was
think
like,
it's because he was filming both
yeah.
at the same time. So
So I was like, all right, okay, but I have to see it. Like when when Lawrence Fishburne is not in it, I want to really. I'm going to see it. I am a fan of The Matrix. I'm a fan
yeah.
of Keanu. I want to see the movie for like see what kind of twist. I was reading some things. Obviously the Wachowskis,
Mm-hmm.
right? Those are the ones that directed it. So
Yeah.
only one sister is doing it. Not so the two sisters are not doing it together. There's only one. Yeah. So it's so they're taking their creativity, like their creative mindset to different paths. So it's only one that's doing this movie. So it's like, man. So we'll see what happens. Like when I found that out, I was like, it's you had three movies that were good, and then now you're gonna do them separate. Like it'd be a twist if like one sister does one, and then they do another sequel, like a Matrix 5, and then the other sister do that one, and then they have the third one where they do it together. Like that would be cool.
Yeah, see, the first one was it was the
Yeah,
best. The second one was good, but it wasn't as good as the first one. And then the third one was just
out there.
yeah,
It's like
out there. So
out,
I think
like so we'll see what happens. I think did they have to do it? No,
no.
but you know what I mean. Like that's what I say. I mean, I looked at it. I was a little like, okay, do we need to see another Matrix? No, but I'll enjoy it. I'll enjoy it. You throw it out there, I'll spend my money. You know what I mean? It's on HBO Max anyway, so
Yeah, so I'm not gonna go to theaters to see it. I see it on HBO.
I'll see it on HBO Max. So I'm not really
because it comes out a couple days after Spider-Man, so it's like yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then that's another thing. Like Spider-Man. Oh my God! Like y'all didn't think about this. Like when y'all put this out, like y'all see Spider-Man, coming out. Like
Yeah, I thought it was gonna come out next year, but
nah,
they just
well, so the so the so the articles are saying, like all the reports are saying, that if Shang-Chi did bad, was a poor showing, they would have pushed everything back. So we would have got
everything.
Huh?
For Marvel or for everything?
For Marvel. So it have pushed everything back. So they would have then what is it? What's next? Not Carnage. Carnage would have stayed, but Eternals, they would have pushed it back next year, and then they would have pushed Spider-Man back next year. They would have pushed everything back because of if it didn't do good. No, you know what I mean?
That Shang-Chi was off the chain.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think we're ready for Dragon Ball Z now. Like, I think we're ready now. We're ready. Like, I think we could do it now. We had our first test drive, but that's Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, but have you seen the first live action Dragon Ball Z?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've seen it. Like I just feel like if it was Dragon Ball Z to me. It was awesome. It was like culturally, like I'm not gonna lie. Think, man, like real talk, Black Panther and Shang-Chi are your best movies. You know what I mean? Like culturally, like it just, it's for the people, bro. It's like, your Captain Americas, your like, to be honest with you, man, when you look at everything, like Endgame kind of summed everything all up to where it's like, okay, great, awesome, you know. But these two movies are like culturally, like they're what
They
you need.
culturally resonate, you know.
Yeah, dude, like the music, the choreography, like the how like set in San Francisco. I mean, like there's so much history in San Francisco with the Asian community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, Wakanda, you know, based in Africa. There's so much. Obviously, the everybody came from Africa. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
but
it's
they
so
took so many elements, like stuff that was happening in Haiti and stuff like that. So, I mean, he really did their homework
yeah,
with both films.
yes, and then it just even with their legends, their history, man. Every time I looked at when I watched that movie, I thought of, to be honest with you, this is what it would look like if all the kung fu movies and karate movies and all these movies had major production money.
Mm-hmm.
We would have got this a long time ago. You know what I mean? If Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee and everybody had this Disney Marvel money and everything like that, dude, we would have been past all this. We'd have been saw all these things. You know what I mean? Like we wouldn't have to wait till they were anime to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Like we just saw an animated film in Shang-Chi. Like it was a great story, loved it. Can't wait what they're gonna do with this, especially with the end credits. Like,
Yeah.
pretty excited. Like, you know, I loved it. So now it's just, but it just told me like, man, if these Jet Li, you know what I mean? If some of these films, I understand they do the tight ropes and you know what I mean, like that. But if you had some like, and then because some of the graphics in that movie are in the movies are just trash. You know what I mean? Because you know, low production. But if they had something like this production here in those movies, like just the stunt doubles and stuff, which they were great in like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. You know what I mean? Like they were great in some of these movies, but if they had this production, like the money in these movies, bro, I think I think though, you know, all those movies and action stars would be huge.
Yeah.
It would rack up money, bro.
The Hawkeye trailer?
I saw the Hawkeye trailer. I have to see it. I to be honest with you, I was more excited for Captain America or the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I was more excited to see that. Loki, I was excited to see. WandaVision, I was excited to see. But for some reason, man, when I look at Hawkeye, I think I have to watch it. It's confusing to me because I really thought his daughter was the next Hawkeye. It's Kate Bishop, and I'm Hawkeye is one of those guys that you just don't pay attention to. You know what I mean? It's like we're getting a 6-man movie. You know what I mean? Like
a Gen Z type of.
You know, like Wanda. The reason why we're WandaVision movie or we got a Disney Plus show is because the Scarlet or what was it? Scarlet Witch is the most powerful mutant in like she snapped all mutants out of existence, bro. It's in the comic book. Like she's the most powerful one, you know, and it sets up you know the multiverse. And then Loki sets up the multiverse because, you know, obviously they introduced King the Conqueror, or one of King's variants. And then and then obviously you want to find out who's the next in line for the mantle of Captain America, which we all knew was Sam, but now he's getting into his, like he got his groove, he got the, you know, the uniform and everything. So that was really big for the Black community. I feel like it didn't get a lot of media attention. You know, I really do. Like, man, you got Loki, crazy, WandaVision, you know what I mean? But I feel like, you know, you still had that, you know, that one to be Captain America.
The thing that I liked about the whole Captain America Winter Soldier or the Falcon and Winter Soldier is that they showed both dynamics of how Black people feel about, you know, the armed forces. You know, how they feel about the American flag.
With Isaac or Isaiah.
Yeah, Isaiah Bailey, I think.
That was and that really.
I think they touched on that geniusly.
Oh yeah, because there's folks that, you know, because of the Vietnam War, and I really think it was the Vietnam War that really hit.
Yeah.
There was a lot of African Americans, a lot of Black people that went to that. war. And
My
you know,
grandfather went to that war. You know, he told me
man,
stories. Yeah, he told me stories like how
and,
he and
and for some, they didn't do anything for him. It's the only war that they didn't do anything for. And mostly minorities went to that.
yeah,
Everybody else went to college. All the white boys went to college. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
So it just gets to a point where, like, you know, or the rich. I can't say white. Let me be politically correct. The rich went to college. The poor went to war. And then they didn't do anything for the poor because all of a sudden we're involving in a conflict that we shouldn't be in.
mm,
Shit, we shouldn't. I mean, if you look at Korea, I understand why they fought in Korea because it was a position. Like if they'd have took Korea, then we would naturally like enclose China. But we lost that war. Like, or we stalemated it. We tied and we split the country in two. Now you have North Korea and South Korea. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's just when you front like history and stuff like that. We got them out of Philippines, so we won the Philippines. We didn't get them out of the North Korea, so we pushed as far as we could, and then that was it. And we still made it, put a little road in there, and now they're all looking at each other 24/7, talking about
mm,
you cross the line, your ass is mine. You know what I mean, kind of thing.
yeah.
So, but it's like I was really excited. That touched me because the truth is getting out there, man. It's like we're evolving. You can't hide anymore. You
Yeah,
can't hide. You can't hide the truth. You can't hide. What we're capable of, what the fear is. You know what I mean? Like, and to be honest with you, the government doesn't give a fuck about us. You know what I mean? Like that's what you should get out of these movies. With the something accords, what they signed. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like the Scandinavian Accords or whatever in Civil War. When they were doing that, when they were signing that paperwork and stuff.
Yeah, it's Captain America Civil War.
Yeah, you saw somebody that never served in the military and thought the government was the best way to go. So more government. Then you saw somebody that served in the military and was like less government. You know what I mean? Like that, we're dealing with that today. Tony Stark was a civilian, and he was like, oh, we need to trust in the government because it's best because we're taking people out of war. But then
Captain America, he's like,
Captain America's like, dude, I know the government. I'm telling you, we don't want to do this, bro. We're not signing it. You know what I mean? Like, like get out of here. So, and then it ended up getting together because when he got back and he was like, didn't I tell you we needed to put a shield around the world and stuff like that? And I felt that was like it wouldn't have mattered anyway. You know what I mean? Like it was nothing going to stop that man from coming to do what he had to do. You know what I mean? We had this on Earth. It's like if you couldn't kill him, like like what all y'all was supposed to roll up in the Titan and then take him on Titan. And it's just I don't know. But Shang-Chi, it was a great movie. It was a great step. The Asian community, to be honest with you, I hear money. That's all I hear. It made money. That's all I hear. But I don't hear anything about the Asian community proud of it or anything like that. Like you don't hear that on the media.
yeah. See, well, the thing is about the Asian community, they're very conscious about what's put out there as far as their image.
Yeah.
So I think so I think they had like well, I'm saying as far as China,
Yeah.
they're very protective of how they're portrayed out there in the world. So I think they had like certain issues with the film.
Okay.
Yeah, about certain characters being played a certain type of way.
Mm.
So that's why I don't think it was. I'm not sure if it was released in China or not. Because
I'm not sure.
yeah,
Yeah. I just think like, it didn't fail. It made some money and now they're continue on like, and then and think about it, like to me, it was Black Panther type of level. You know what I mean? And to me, I'm Black and Mexican. So as far as films and everything, that was huge for that I felt like was for the Asian community and Asian actors and being Asian a cast of a Asian cast. I mean, I could say Black Panther. They still have some white folks in there, but I guess you can't get around without no white folks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
So
sprinkle a couple. It was like
yeah,
a full. Yeah.
but I guess you can't with that. But it was good. I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to see what else they could do. I think they changed the game. I love the fight scenes. I mean, it's not like something I haven't seen before. I've seen some of the greats, do it. Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Bruce Lee. What's his name? The boy
Yeah.
Hitman
Yeah.
name. I forget his name, but I've seen some greats do it. So it was great to see it on then such a big platform. That's what it was. You know what I mean? Because no, It Man didn't show like this. It didn't make that type of money. It didn't make the money until it hit the videos and stuff like that. People start streaming it and everything like that. So this is a big up. So I think this is a very successful movie, and I put it up there with Black Panther.
All right.